Hey there guys, so the last time in the anime, we saw that Makoto warned Yuryu not to pry into Reiko Ichijo matter, or else his dream of attending the Kyoto Medical College would be ruined. But Yuryu couldn't keep his head calm, as he wanted to know why Yai's real name was Reiko. He tried to find a way to talk to her in private, but there Yuryu wasn't getting any chance to get her. So while Yai and Asahi were together, and making their way to the top of the shrine to pray, Asahi was about to fall down, but Yai took her place and saved her. Asahi blamed herself for this. And so Yuryu went down to search for her, but he saw a fox mask, which reminds him of his past. When Yuryu was in elementary school, he once met an odd girl sitting in the park. Her name was Reiko Ichijo, fully depressed and couldn't even buy or eat herself. So Yuryu taught her the ropes, but at night, her servants found her to take Reiko back home. They were too rough with her and Yuryu couldn't see that, so he took Reiko's hand to take her away. And this reminds Yuryu that this is how he had saved Yai and changed her future. They managed to hide away from those servants somehow, and Reiko apologized to Yuryu for making trouble for him. But Yuryu seemed fine. In fact, he was pissed at them. Because the first thing a family should do is feel happy that their child is okay. However, Reiko's mother had sent a warning through those servants for Reiko. Getting angry is natural, but treating her own child like this wasn't good. But Yuryu recalls Mahiru would do the same because he did not return back to orphanage. And Reiko laughed as she saw him in panic. Then she apologized again because she would get scolded by her mother for laughing. So Yuryu decided to take her to his special place, from where one could see the entire Kyoto city. Now Reiko could yell all she wanted, and no one would know. So Reiko screamed her lungs out, cursing her mother for being a crazy strict hag. Because she decides everything for Reiko, while she wants to do everything herself, and eventually want to be free. All bottled up feelings came out, and Yuryu realized Yai did get the freedom she always wished for. But after getting it, she is confused what to do and gets lost, so now it was time to return. But Reiko didn't want Yuryu to leave her, so Yuryu told Reiko she's going to be free from now on, and he'll always find her whenever she needs help. That moment had changed Reiko into Yai. And Yuryu kept his promise again and found her. He's glad she was safe. But her pay were out in the show, so Yuryu just tried to button up, but Yai woke up. So Yuryu explained the situation before any misunderstanding comes down, and messaged others that Yai is fine, and he's bringing her back. Everyone were worried about her. But Yai remembers Yuryu had something to say, and now was the perfect time. That's why Yuryu tells her that he found her wallet lying on the ground and saw her license in it. But the name in it was Reiko Ichijo. All the time Yai was calm, and both had realized that they had met each other when they were kids. So Yuryu remembers this one thing before he had met her. That he used to wet his bed even though he was grown up, fearing that everyone would make fun of him. He hid his futon, but the smell gave it away, and he got scolded by Mahiru. Yuryu wanted to keep that dark past buried, but he brought it up to make it equal with Yai. He was surprised when he discovered Yai was Reiko. But he saw Yai had gone through hardship to change herself, so he was happy to see the kid he saved is doing well. After meeting Yuryu, Reiko stood up to her mother, and her own mother kicked her out of the house. Having nowhere to go, Asahi and Yuna's mother adopted her and gave her a new name and a new life, where she could find her own happiness away from that jail-type life. It warms her heart, and she gave all the credit to Yuryu for changing her life up to this point. Then she returned back to her kid sisters, and Yuryu talked to Mako after that. Yuryu told her he didn't look into Reiko Ichijo's case because that person was reborn as Yai. And Mako thought it was good, but she still doesn't like Yuryu pretending to be Yai's boyfriend. Yet even so, Yuryu did change the girl's fate. Then their night trip came to an end. Mako got back home after dropping the group at the shrine, and it was time to get some sleep. But Yai was the first to get to her room before others. Her heart was racing, and she screamed a lot like a typical lady, but she finally realized she's in love with Yuryu. And after that season changed, and Yuryu was trying to focus on his studies in that sweaty heat, so Yai suggested to get a fan. Yuryu agreed, and a bit later he realized she's crashing in his room. Yai told him not to mind her, as she'll be invisible, but Yuryu finds it hard to believe. So Yai thought the guy is having some naughty thoughts that a girl is here, but Yuryu is also hard to get. So Yai asked to have Yuryu as her model for sketch. Yuryu agreed if she doesn't bother him, So Yae happily started her drawing. But Yuryu had noticed ever since that shrine incident she's been too clingy lately, so it does points out that Yae loves him. But Yuryu had tried to know her feelings before, and at that time, she had said no. So Yuryu tried to focus on his studies while Yae drew Yuryu's face with a heart. But other two sisters came in as they were finding Yae, and they were making up that a lady shouldn't stay in a man's room. But Yae told them to stay quiet, because she's just doing her homework while Yuryu is studying. But Asahi decided to stay as well, and as a result, all three crashed down here. There Yuna noticed a change in Yae and Asahi ever since that shrine visit, and more so Yae had Yuryu's sketch with a heart, so that confirmed the girl is in love with him. So they asked Yae if she's dating him, but she answered in a way to change the subject, but then eventually told them Yuryu is too busy with studies, so she never asked him out. So for now, she'll make her love more clear, and assured the two that they have nothing to worry about, because she'll marry the guy and take over the shrine. Yuna and Asahi were shocked, and Yuryu noticed them, because they were still making too much noises. But our episode 13 ends right there, so stay tuned to watch another episode of this anime. For that, subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon to receive the latest updates. Till then, take care.